Yo, what is up everybody? Shri Kanase here. So recently, Shopify has been rolling out a lot of important updates to its platform. And one of the biggest changes out of all of the changes Shopify has been coming up with is the 2-day shipping for Shopify users. Now, when I read that, my mind was completely blown. And there are several reasons why, but Shopify, in my opinion, has definitely taken a good step towards making things a little bit easier for us dropshippers. Especially in today's world, Amazon is ruling the entire market. Literally every single day, Amazon makes millions and millions of dollars in sales, and I believe the initiative Shopify took for 2-day shipping was simply to compete with Amazon. And even with this 2-day shipping time that Shopify just launched, I still think it will be a little bit harder for Shopify and its users to compete with Amazon because Amazon as of now offers 1-day shipping. But all of these things, all of these changes, and particularly Amazon itself, has a really big impact on us dropshippers. And this video will go exactly in depth into how this is going to affect us and what changes need to be made. Out of all of the videos I've made so far, I think this is the video that you need to stick till the end just because of how important this change is and how it can impact you as a dropshipper. But without wasting any more time, let's jump right inside my computer to see exactly what the changes are and what you should be doing to battle these changes. So I've opened up a Wall Street Journal article over here, and as it says, the online retail provider Shopify adds fulfillment center. So essentially, the 2-day shipping that Shopify is now offering for its users is through these fulfillment centers that Shopify has basically partnered up with. And these fulfillment center will be easily accessible for anybody who has a Shopify store. And as you can see over here, it says the aim is to speed up delivery for retailers racing to keep up with Amazon.com. I mean, the day isn't far away when Amazon reveals that they can directly teleport the package you ordered to your house. But when it comes to shipping times, people are not willing to wait anymore. And this is a really big thing because as dropshippers, time is really important for us because it takes about 7 to 22 business days to get our package delivered to our customer. And with changes like this, it sometimes worries me. But of course, there are multiple ways to battle this, and it is actually a good step because now you have a reliable fulfillment center that you can directly use because it is related to Shopify. And according to Shopify and this article, it says that Shopify is now using new machine learning technology to forecast demand, allocate inventory, and route orders to the closest fulfillment center for your store. So a lot of the headache stuff, such as choosing a specific fulfillment center, signing those contracts, getting someone trustable, is now gone through the window because Shopify itself will be doing all of those things for you. And according to the chief executive officer, he says, our aim is to make fast and inexpensive shipping the new standard on the internet. So you may be thinking now, okay, that's really cool. I mean, Shopify offering 2-day shipping, but doesn't that just mean it's much worse for us dropshippers who are new to the game and don't have a budget to use the fulfillment center or don't have winning products? And that is partially true, but not entirely. So in essence, what does this mean for us dropshippers? What are the consequences? What do we do? And how do we find a way out of this? So the first thing I have on this Google Doc is that dropshipping is no longer easy, if it was even ever easy in the first place. Simply having a good product and offering a good ad creative will not do the trick anymore just because of the fast shipping competition there is now in the world. As I mentioned earlier, people have become so used to Amazon and its 1-day and 2-day shipping that they're not willing to wait for your products. So as dropshippers, this obviously impacts us, but that doesn't mean it's the end of dropshipping. The main way out of this is to still continue using dropshipping as an option with its 7 to 22 business day time period to test products and find those winning products. But it is much more crucial now that once you do find that winning product, you invest some of the profits that you got from that product into using the Shopify fulfillment centers and having them ship the products out for you. This is not just a suggestion, but somewhat mandatory right now because of the competition with the shipping times. If you want to even stay in business for a whole year, you need to find a way to provide faster shipping because, as I mentioned, just having a good product won't do the trick. If you have a good product but it takes 22 days to have it delivered to the customer, that customer is already gone. He's going over to Amazon to search for that product, or going over to your competition who may be using these Shopify fulfillment centers. But when it comes to using these Shopify fulfillment centers, there's a lot of different processes and extra work that you will have to do. Starting from importing the product to these Shopify fulfillment centers, to finding the lowest prices for these products, to having them packaged correctly and shipped. All of these things are something you will need to put time, effort, and energy into. This also means that you will have to start looking for higher profit margin products. The days of selling $10 profit margin or $15 profit margins is actually over. I'm not saying that it cannot be done. People still do it. I still do it for some of my products, but it is really high time that you switch over to these higher profit margin products and find those winners which you can ship to the fulfillment centers so you can have a sustainable business at all. Because if you're like most people, you want to build a business that you're not closing after 6 months or 7 months. You want something that you keep for years and years and hopefully pass on to your kids, grandkids, etc. So higher profit margins is the first solution for this problem, because dropshipping is no longer easy. Even though it is not easy, it does not mean that you can't do it. You just have to focus more on these really small things like creating that perfect ad copy, targeting the perfect audience, spending a little bit more time doing audience research, etc. But along with this, now that shipping times are becoming much smaller, shipping time will become a dominating factor for purchase intention of a customer. In my own experience, what I used to notice is if I really provided a killer product which was targeted directly to that audience that would want that product, people usually did not care at all about the shipping time. In fact, they were willing to wait as long as they got the quality they expected with the product. But right now, with all of these faster shipping options, shipping time actually has become a dominating factor for a customer's choice. So even if you have a killer product directed towards that perfect audience, you will lose a lot of the audience that comes onto your website when they see how long it takes for the item to get delivered. Again, it just goes back to testing products one after the other, trying to find those winning products with higher profit margin so that you can use these Shopify fulfillment centers and offer that 1 day or 2 day shipping. Because trust me, when you do start offering this fast shipping, these customers are not only going to be purchasing one time, but they're going to be hoarding your website over and over again, impressed by the shipping times and wanting to purchase more for themselves, their family, their friends, etc. So definitely shipping time is something that will be taken into consideration, but you will benefit from this because you're just going to be finding those products which give you a little bit higher profit margin, and it will also help you build a sustainable business. So I mean, this step Shopify has taken, in my opinion, is definitely a great step towards making a lot of these dropshippers think long term and forget about the short term. Because clearly you can't really focus on the short term right now and find success. It is just becoming harder day by day, and you don't want to end up dealing with all of those chargeback people open up just because of the slow shipping times. But the third and most important thing is just throwing up those advertisements like you used to. You may know someone who used to will not work anymore, period. I still see a lot of people just copy stuff and put it up on their website hoping that they will make a lot of sales, and when it doesn't work, they're the first ones to say dropshipping is dead, or the people who teach dropshipping or where they learned all this stuff from are fake. And this is where the comments like, oh Shri, this is all fake. What are you teaching? Why are you so fake? You're screenshotting all of those images. That Mercedes behind you is fake. Quit using green screen. You really have to learn how to stand out of the crowd and build something which people will relate to, because always remember this, emotions sell. Just writing about the product's dimension, size, color, etc. is not gonna sell. You want to know how the coloring of this product could bring a change in the customer's life, what kind of emotions this product will help them feel, what kind of story is attached behind that product. A lot of people don't know this, but simple pens that you use to write daily are sold for thousands and thousands of dollars just because of the story that is behind that specific pen or pencil. And as I mentioned, stories sell. So if you're thinking that dropshipping is an easy game where you'll just come in, throw up some ads that you see on Facebook, just throw up a description on your product page and hope to make millions, I'm sorry to break your bubble, but that's not happening anymore, especially with the new changes Shopify has been making. So overall, you will have to pivot and try to find different strategies now that Shopify has provided these fulfillment centers for faster shipping, because things are changing rapidly with dropshipping. You can't expect to use the same strategies these so-called gurus teach you that are years and years old and don't work anymore. You will have to adjust to these changes and make the specific changes required on your own side to keep on making a killing with Shopify. But if you found any type of value in this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below to please the YouTube gods, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it, and I'll see you guys next time.